2D girly photos. Shit, I didn't tell my wife that. Anyway, so still at SOAS, still studying Japanese, I managed to get myself a part-time job at Japan Airlines as ground staff at the airport. So basically what I was doing, I was like guiding Japanese passengers from like one terminal to the other, and it was quite exciting. Sometimes like a plane would arrive late, so they need to like catch another flight back to Japan. And then sometimes when there was like engine trouble, you know, they had to like jump out of the plane and we would have to like catch them like this, daiju desu ka, daiju desu ka. And if you're wondering about those two hands over here, belongs to my lovely daughter over here, Saber. I expected like more of her friends to come and join her. So basically, while she looks after my stuff while I focus my attention on other bits and pieces. And you can see more of these lovely ladies at the ESPN Zone tomorrow at 3:30 when there's a huge DannyChoo.com gathering. It's free to get in. If you've got nothing to do, then please come in. So, graduated from SOAS and also picked up Korean at the same time, which was very, very useful indeed. Then after I graduated, Japan Airlines, because I was working for them part-time, they asked me, Danny, would you like to join us as full-time computer engineer? And the reason why they asked was because of the skills which I picked up from when I took out that loan to buy the computer to like learn how to like partition the drive and so on and so on. So I joined JAL for a while, and you know, I was pretty happy. I graduated, I was working in a Japanese company. But I still remember that I never forgot my dream of like living and working in Japan, and I wasn't in Japan. So I started to do the milk rounds. The milk rounds, like in the UK, it means to like start looking for a job. Do you use that term in the US? Milk rounds? Yeah. So now you know. So if you have some comrades at work and you've got your boss behind you, it's like, hey John, you're doing the milk rounds right now. So you can talk about like looking for a new job and stuff. The milk rounds. Started doing the milk rounds on the internet, and there was a recruitment website called People's First, and just browsing around, and I saw a position in Tokyo. It's for web marketing for a company called Nature, a scientific journal called Nature. And they were looking for a native English speaker who could speak Japanese and Chinese and who could do the internet. And I was thinking, I could do the internet, I think. So I went along for an interview and I spoke to the CEO. His name was David. And he didn't expect to find someone who could speak Korean as well, which was very useful for me because he was doing marketing in Korea as well. And I discussed with him the benefits of like creating a Korean website for his business and how it would benefit him. So that night I ran home, stayed up all night, and I created this mock-up of a Korean website. And this is what it looks like over here, a screenshot over here. And then the next morning I printed it out, saved it onto a floppy, and I found out which hotel he was staying through the recruitment agency. Went to his hotel, got out my gun, no. Went to his hotel, stuck the bits and pieces under his door, and then left. People's First, they gave me a call the next day and they said, David wants to see you straight away. It's just okay, right. So I went on to see David, and then David said, Danny, we'd like to send you to Japan, to Tokyo, to our offices for 1 week. And we're going to set you through a week of like tests and interviews. And if you do well, you've got the job. Take it or leave it. And I was thinking, that's a really tough one. Okay, I'll take it. So, went over to Tokyo for a week, and as he promised, I was put through like lots of tests. I was doing like forecasting, I was doing translation, lots of different things which I've never done before. And I don't think I'd done particularly well, but I think it was more of David wanting to see whether his team thought I would get on with them, and whether or not I was like a complete nutter.